Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. Uh, if it is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
great.
sir.
So now in this second session, we are going to discuss about building cross-platform AI applications. So for demonstration, it is not completely possible to demonstrate this one, but I will try to give some kind of overview with a web implementation. Okay, I'll try to do some kind of web implementation. So in this one, in this session, the objective is to demonstrate the same AI app built on Azure and AI services. So compare the architecture flow and developer experience. But due to some kind of pricing mechanism and pricing related constraints, I'm not going to deploy that one, but I will be explaining the tech stack. So I will be explaining the tech stack. You need to use that one. So uh, let's explain this one. Let's take this session in a different way. That means I will be taking the same example of this new one. This new one.
This is
Okay.
Samsung's brand new
I'll be
Galaxy.
taking example of this new sentiment chat we created just now, and I will be explaining that one. Okay. So architecture overview. In this architecture overview, so consider one web application is there. So the same web application. So this is a web application, as you can see, it has a browser and everything, and you can click on clear chat. Okay, it will be cleared. Okay, it's a new one. We are not doing anything right now. So the same kind of application we can also create as a mobile application. It's a kind of cross platform. Okay, so when you see a web application, you in the browser, the same thing can be created as a mobile application that is considered as a cross platform. That is one sort of cross platform we are talking about. If another type of cross platform here is deployment platform, Azure and AWS. Those two are the different platforms. So when we are dealing with one sort of application, there is for example, you are guide for two students for a project. So they are creating sentiment analysis chart, uh, and they are trying to do some kind of LLM implementation, RAG-based implementation in this chat bot, and they are trying to deploy this one on Azure platform and also AWS platform for comparison. Okay, so what kind of implementation, what kind of results it will be acquiring for two different type of approaches is the main motto of this second session. Okay, so the thing here is you need to understand the pattern you need to write in the code to create some kind of security. Okay, for example, uh, some kind of sample text will be there. So I love this application. It's amazing, working perfectly. Such type of positive approach. This is a terrible, and I hate everything about this one. So these are the positive, negative, and neutral instances. So when you are dealing with guardrail, when I explained this one guardrail, let me go there. When I'm using Amazon Bedrock, when I'm trying to implement this one, there is a tool called guardrail. So that will be helpful to filter the negative, positive, and neutral words in our context. But when it comes to Azure, there is no such type of service. There is no such type of service on Azure platform like AWS guardrail to protect the conversation, to create some kind of protection over the conversation on that platform. So when you try to do some kind of deployment and you start chatting in that specific chat bot with that specific deployment, it will give whatever the give the answers to the whatever the question you are posting there. It will not check the security and it will not check the keywords, positive words and negative words and neutral words. So that is the difference between AWS and Azure. Okay. So there are few other parameters you need to understand. And coming to the architecture overview, so some kind of common AI app workflow should be there. In that app workflow, first thing will be front end, whether it is a mobile app or web app. So if it is a web app, you need to use React. If it is a mobile app, you need to use React Native. Okay. So, okay, if you follow this second session, it will be helpful for everyone who are trying to guide their students in the project implementation, because in future, there is a requirement of implementing every AI application in cross-platform. Okay, in cross-platform. So that will be helpful for even the students to explore multiple opportunities in this kind of AI bubble. Clear? So in the front end, you need to use a web application. If it is React, then it will be web application, mobile React Native, and any backend API can be used. Like you can use Flask or you can use what we call Django, Python Flask with fast API. And
Please unmute your mic, no, sir.
I don't know who you muted that one. Sorry. So from where you are not able to hear?
Just wait
We'll
few
hear
seconds. Few seconds only, sir.
only few seconds. Okay, thank you. So, okay, I'm explaining this slide again. So we'll be having a common workflow for this app cross-platform implementation. In this cross-platform implementation, let me switch on my camera so that if I got muted, you can notify me. So this one in the common AI workflow, app workflow, you need to have a front end, back end API, NLP or LLM powered models and storage and vector DB. So this is the common sequence. Even though it is a for web app or mobile app, the same sequence will be there. So if it is a web app, you need to use React for UI front end creation. If it is a mobile, you need to use React Native. Backend, you can use Fast API that supports a Flask implementation or Python Django implementation. So how many of you aware of Python Django and Python Flask? Anyone here? Anyone? Python Django, Flask, Fast API? Yes or no, please? No. Okay. Uh, okay, that's great. I will explain you. So for example, this is the web application, right? This is the web application. Let's take this one. Okay, let's take this one. This is the web application, right? I'm opening my mobile. So there is a ChatGPT mobile app will be there. So I'm reloading the chat of mine. Hmm. So So the whatever the thing you are watching on the screen in my web app, that is also there in my mobile app. Is that visible? Can you explain? I mean, can you confirm this one? Is it visible?
Yes,
Visible,
sir.
sir.
Is it visible? My mobile. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So you can see this one. I'm an author. I'm an author. Here also I mentioned I'm an author. I'm writing a murder mystery like this. You can see this one, right? So the same application simultaneously, the same kind of output, it is getting generated and presented and projected in both web app and mobile app. If this app need to be created on my mobile, So if this mobile app need to be created, it must be created using React Native. Okay, React Native. So, and if it is a web application like this, which is you're watching on screen, it needs to be created with React JS, JavaScript, React JavaScript. It's a JavaScript framework. Okay. So each and every application will be connected with front end, back end, the databases, app services, and everything, cloud services, everything with API calls. We call it as API calls. So mm, I'm not unable to open the developer tools here. Um, see, let me check that one some other time. Uh, I'm unable to use developer tools. Yeah, developer tools. So if you observe here, this is the developer tool. For every web application, you will be having a developer tool. So in the sources, console sources. So if you observe, fail to reload the resource, some kind of API calls will be there. Okay, some kind of API implementations will be there. So element sources network. So this on load, I'm reloading this one. So all these kind of things are getting loaded. If you observe here, all these things are getting loaded. Scripts, fetching the everything, each and every information related to this web page are getting loaded. Then I restart this page, right? JPEG. This one might be the logo or something like that. Scripts, everything, every JavaScript file is getting loaded. That means how they are getting loaded, it is based on the API calls. So application programming interface. So each and every application will be connected to the other services with API calls. So we have the calls called post, get calls, CRUD operations. You know that one, right? CRUD operations. So post call, get call, like that. Different calls will be there. So you need to check that one. So for each and every application, the calls will be different. So if you observe this developer tool, you can understand how it is working. So to load this one, it is the user interface, right? So this is the complete web application. So the body will be looking like this. So if you go to this network and you reload this one, so everything will be based on the API calls. Okay, this using this API calls only, our applications will be running perfectly. So if you are creating a new user, it is a API call. So it will be going to the program and function. So create a new user. So function will be there in the program. So create new user, something, some relevant name will be there, and it will be hitting that API call, that function, and using that API calls only, the response also will be receiving to the front end like this. So if I'm giving some prompt, that means this application is hitting to that OpenAI model using some API call, and it is doing some process, and the output also I'm getting with some kind of API call to this front end. Like that, API calls will be performing. So like this, we'll be having API things. And LLM and NLP operations, we also saw that one. We already saw that one on in session one. So like that, NLP will be there, and storage and vector DB. So how many of you aware of vector DBs? Vector DB? Any vector DB you worked, or you have any kind of knowledge or doubt or regarding any vector DB? How, even if you don't know how what is the purpose of vector DB, also I can explain. Do you have any idea on vector DB, or should I explain?
Please explain, no, sir.
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Let me share this one. Okay. So consider this one. Okay. Why this is not zooming? Okay. Is it visible here? I don't know whether it is visible or not. text, image, audio, video, our source data. Okay, transform into embeddings. The embeddings will be something like a small parts. Okay, so our databases will not understand the object data. Object data means the textual data. Everything in our system, in our DB, will be a binary format. We all know that one, right? Zeros and ones, right? So these vector embeddings will be created in the form of those kind of zeros and one patterns. Some patterns will be there. So each pattern, if you observe vector DB, each pattern will be having one sort of sequence in the form of zeros and ones. For example, transform into embeddings is also a text. For example, consider it is also a text. So transform, the word transform will be doing some kind of chunking. So next, into is a word that is also doing some kind of vector embedding. So the transform, it is not directly stored as a word transform. It will be denoted in the form of binary. The word into is not directly stored in the form of into or a direct text. It will be stored in the form of zeros and ones. Embeddings, it will not directly store in the form of embedding the word. It will be converted to zeros and ones. For every embedding, there will be a location. That means the where it got stored, from which location. So which pattern, row and column. So it will, when where it's stored, it will be having in the metadata file. So vector embeddings will be some part of small chunks of the context you gave as an input. Is that clear up to this point? Is that clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when you take a database, the database is the structured format. Structured format means rows and columns. So as I mentioned in the session one, so you guys know about the type of data, right? Structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Structured data means which is in the form of rows and columns. Row and column like that. Okay, row column like that. Like that, it will be there. So all the DBs, all the structured DBs, MySQL, Oracle, all these things are structured data types. And semi-structured data, all XML files, text files, JSON files. So XML, you know about XML, right? XML, JSON files, uh, extensible markup language, XML, JSON, Java server, object notation files. You know about all these things, right? So in this one, different patterns will be there, different structures will be there. So all these things will be considered as semi-structured data. For example, mm, where I created just JSON, some JSON things also. Yeah, see here. This is JSON format. Okay. Key value pairs, key value. So this ID is called as key. This value is called as value. So text, embedding, sentiment, positive, confidence one, score like this. So key value pairs will be there. In Python, we have dictionary concept, right? So the same concept is JSON. Okay, in key value pairs. Then structure will be there, the key value pairs. So that is considered as semi-structured. So what is unstructured? Complete multimedia data, audio, video, images, and speech. Okay, audio is also speech. Okay, audio, video, images is considered as multimedia data. That is, every multimedia data is considered as unstructured data. Clear? So if you handle such type of data, you need to have some kind of embeddings. So sorry. Those embeddings are the parts of the data that you broke that source data into small parts. So you can't store entire data as a bulk in one storage. You need to split the data. That is embeddings. Clear? Chunking, embeddings like that. Embeddings is the kind of some kind of tagging for your original data. Clear? Is that clear up to this point? So see here, if it is an image, so image transform will be there. Some vectors will be there. It will be stored in zeros and ones, and it will be stored in the form of nodes chunks in the vector DB. Even if it is text or if it is an audio also, it will be stored in the same format. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Is that clear? This one.
Yes, sir.
So if it is an image, so image transformers will be there. Language transformers will be there. Audio transformers will be there. So you know about the transformers concepts, right? So anyone, I mean, transformers, you know about transformers, or should I explain that one also? Okay, I will explain. So I will explain. For example, mm, where it is, not this one. Yeah, here. Whenever you are typing something in this prompt as an input, there will be a operation of natural language processing and LLMs, whatever you call it as, anything is fine. So LLM or natural language processing, that application will be performing some kind of task. Okay, so you're transforming this one single prompt into one specific summary or some kind of context as an output. To perform that kind of execution, you need to perform some kind of patterns, some kind of service that is called as transformers. These transformers are used in language models. So all these kind of encoder models, decoder models, all these kind of models are considered as transformers. So whenever you are having one specific objective like this one, what we implemented, write a poetry or a story, that is an objective. That is the language model. That is a generator model, decoder model. Okay. So like that, different types of models will be there. So for based on the purpose, different types of transformers will be there. Okay, the process or the service, the capacity you are using for this operation is called as transformers. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm also showing different transformer models. So as I mentioned, encoder only model, transformer, decoder only, encoder, decoder both will be there, and masked language will be there, auto recursive and conditional transform will be there. Different types of transformer models will be implemented. So input sequence will be there, embeddings. As I've shown, embeddings will be created, and encoded layer and decoded layers will be there. That means encoding means it's a kind of encryption. You can consider as an encryption, splitting the data into small parts and storing somewhere in a protected layer. Decoding. So after encoded data is there, right? So based on that generated data, whether you are mapping that one. So here, sorry. Here, I want to create a poetry between violence and killing. So violence and killing. So you need to map that one. So these are the embeddings, internal embeddings will be created. These are the decoders, and you are mapping this one, whether the generated result is mapped perfectly with the requested prompt or requested result or not. So like that, generators, decoders and everything will be performed. Okay. So different attention mechanisms will be there. That's a coding part. Okay. So clear up to this point. Clear up to this point. Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. BART model, T5. A lot of things will be there. Even lightweight models will be there. Okay. Lightweight, a lot of lightweight models will be there, which will be working on small data sets and like that. So you can also use it on your local machine. So how to get this to open source from Hugging Face? So Hugging Face is the AI community for builders. So all these agentic AI, Gen AI related data sets, models will be there here. You can directly go here. You can search for language models, English, for example. You can use any kind of model here. You can see large volume of data models are there. All these are data models. So you can use all these data models. So for example, I'm using a Microsoft Farah 7B model. So click on this one. So if you click on use this model, You can create a local app. You can create a virtual, it's a lightweight model. You can use that one. Otherwise, you can directly use it like this. You can use this bit of code in your code, and you can use this model. So you see here transformer. That means this is a small model, lightweight model that is considered as a transformer. So from transformers only, you are calling this specific model Microsoft for a 7B model. Clear? Understood, right? Understood, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So from transformers only, you will be having uh, in machine learning, traditional machine learning model, when you are using data splitting. So try and test validation, you need to split, right? So from scikit-learn dot model selection import try underscore test underscore split, you will be using that kind of library, right? So in the same manner, transformer is the key library. From there you are importing pipeline. So using that pipeline model, you are creating an object here. So what you are using, image text to text representation, the model is Microsoft Farah 7B model. So the role will be user and the content will be something like this. So you can directly use this bit of code in your code snippet in your original code, and you can directly use that one. So like that, you can use the any kind of language models in your application, whether it is a web application or mobile application, doesn't matter. Background, the same kind of Hugging Face models will be there. Clear? Scikit-learn for machine learning and deep learning computer vision language models. Everything will be there in scikit-learn. Here for these kind of generative AI implementation, Hugging Face is the repo. There you will be getting models and data sets. For example, let's check the data sets. For example, image data sets. Ma'am, you asked about image related issue, right? One ma'am asked me. Ma'am, are
Yes,
you
yes,
there?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like,
So you can go here. Okay. Click on image. So just I'm just going for example models. Uh 42 other type of things are there. So in the computer vision, you search what is the requirement of your, for example, image classification. Object detection is your requirement. What is your requirement in computer vision, ma'am? Ma'am.
sir, ma'am who have asked this question is not there. I think so, sir.
Okay. For example, I'm telling object detection. Okay. If her requirement is object detection, click on object detection, then search the models. You have nearly 4,000 models are there. Okay, you can use any model according to your requirement. So YOLO models are there. YOLO 8 model just released. You can see updated on January 12th. YOLO model, YOLO version 8 you can use, and you can use any kind of model from Hugging Face. So if you want to use your YOLO, you can click on YOLO, use this model, and you can directly connect with GitHub or I mean Google Colab or Kaggle, or you can directly use like this from Ultra Analytics import YOLO version 8. Like that, you can directly import that one and you can use that one. Clear? Anyone, if you are guiding your students for any kind of generative AI projects, LLM generative, complete generative AI projects with RAG and LLM implementation, go to Hugging Face and ask them to check the model and click on model and click on the type of operation you guys are working on. For example, this model is there, right? So tasks, go to this one. So choose the task here. So for example, text to speech. Okay, next libraries. So any libraries, language, license, anything. So anything you can choose that one you have you according to your requirement, and you can choose the model, you can use that one. You can directly ask your students to directly go with this kind of approach. That will be very much easy for them to understand as well. Clear? And coming back to our implementation, sorry, I got moved out. So we have both Azure and AWS provide equivalence blocks in different services. Okay. So how Azure Stack for AI apps will be there. So first, Azure Cognitive Services will be there like text-based, analysis-based OCR, Object Character Recognition, OCR. Okay. So whoever working on computer vision, like image related data, you guys come into this category. Okay, OCR, Object Character Recognition. And based on the type of input, you need to go for Azure OpenAI type of deployment model, whether GPT-4o model, GPT-4o mini, or any kind of model according to your requirement. Then you need to go for vector DB. So Azure Cognitive Search service is the vector search service that will be available on Azure platform. And then you need to create an application. That application need to be deployed on Azure, like whether you can create Azure function or app service. So how to do that one? For example, I have Azure account. For example, okay, let me go this way. So how to get this option? So by default, you won't have this option. If you observe, you won't have this option. You need to go to this option, extensions. So one, two, three, four, five, six, sixth option, extensions will be there. Here, you search for Azure. Okay. You search for Azure and click on enter. You will be having large things here. Mm, Azure Toolkit. So Azure Tools. So you need to install this one. I already installed this one. That's why I'm getting this one. So you need to install that one, but you need to have an Azure account. So I already have an Azure account. So I'm signing in to the Azure account. So you are signed in. Now you can close this page. Okay. I'm closing this page. So see here, the subscription one I have. Okay. So app service, web app, and everything. For example, I want to deploy this application, entire application, this application as a function app. Okay. For example, I want to deploy that one. So I need to right click on this one. Create, if any function app is already there, it will show directly. As there is no function app, I'm just creating that one. So create a function app name, for example, my test function app. For example, I'm giving that one. Host name already exists. 123. Uh, so flex consumption, legacy, service plan, flex consumption, for example, East US loading. So here you need to choose the deployment. For example, I'm using Python 3.11. I'm using default one. So default storage, maximum, yes, enter. So this is the resource group I'm having. So I don't have any secrets. So click on new storage account. So this is the function app I'm creating now. And if you guys not able to follow this one in this small session, you can directly connect with me in person. No problem in that one. I'm happy to help you all. Okay. Even though if you are students or anyone in any project, in any research of your personal person, if you have any kind of doubts, you can reach to me directly. I can help you out. Okay. No problem in that one. So it is getting created. Just wait for a moment. I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks. So clear up to this point? I came to know that a lot of people are not aware of the completely on these Azure or LLM generative AI implementations. So you might be having lot of doubts in you. So what is this Gen AI? How the RAGs will be performed? How LLMs will be performed? So it takes some time to understand and cope up with these kind of series of tasks. Okay, so not an issue. I'm here to help you out. No problem in that one. If you have any queries also, you can directly ping me. Uh, Kanyakumari ma'am is having my contact. So no problem in that one. Even you can connect with me through LinkedIn as well. So let me show you my LinkedIn. So you can see Saram Dadepalli, lead data scientist at Egen. So this is my profile. I'm sharing my profile link here in the chat as well. So if anyone unable to connect with me or share your doubts in this session, you can directly ping me in LinkedIn, connect with me in LinkedIn. We can have a discussion on that one. No problem in that one. Okay. Even as a developer, I also face lot of doubts. And after a lot of brainstorming sessions and sitting with my colleagues and everything, doing a lot of research and learning only, I got to know all these things. So I'm open to help you out. No problem. See here, my function app got created. If I click on this one, it will show browse website, ask Azure or something like that. So if you click on deploy function app, it will start deploying. Okay, no Azure function got root founder. Okay, so you need to directly deploy like this. Sorry. Okay, so showing some kind of error because of the storage account. Not an issue. Even though whatever the function app or app service you have, you can see app service. You don't have any app service right now. You can click on app service. Right click on the, you can create a new app service for this implementation default home name. Yeah. For this resource group, I'm creating sample test app service 119. So I'm just giving app service name. It's creating. So Python 3.12, creating a new app service plan for that. And free tier, skip for now. So I'm just creating app service. You can create any kind of service like this directly from this one, VS Code, and you can directly deploy that one. Let's take while it will take a while for creating. Okay, some error is there. And using the app service, you will deploy your application and storage account will be the blob storage. Let me show you that one as well. Okay, Azure. Here you can search for blob storage account. Under storage account, it is a blob storage. Okay, so by default you will be having a blob storage under the subscription you created a resource group, right? So under that you will be having the storage account. In this storage account only you can store all the files. So you go to storage account, click on data storage, click on containers. You have a default container that is a private container. See here at 8:27 only I created this one 4 minutes back. Click on this one. So this is the container. Okay, you can add a new directory or you can directly upload this one, upload some kind of content according to your requirement. For example, I would like to upload some this sessions PPT. I can directly, oh no, I can't do this one as it is an open. So like that, you can directly upload. So like this, storage accounts will be there. So in the storage account, you will be having the data of your application and key vault. This key vault is something like key vaults. is a secret. So you need to create a new secret key. For example, this secret keys will be for security purpose. So you have an account, you have an application that is deployed on Azure. So to access your application, to avoid the outside world to access your application, you need to have few secret keys that are only stored in the key vault. Okay, key vault is some kind of locker. So subscription resource group name, you can give sample key vault 1234, something like this, East US standard tier, and click on create and review. So you can create a new key vault. It will start testing, I mean, reviewing that one, and it will be creating. Okay. So like this, you need to create some kind of key vaults. So if it is a AWS stack for app service, you will be using all these kind of services. So it's the same thing like Azure, the same kind of patterns will be there in this AWS as well. So should I show all these things, AWS as well, or should I continue? Anything is fine. Can you confirm, guys? Should I explain AWS as well? Sure, should I continue?
Please continue, sir.
You can
Okay.
continue, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I will be sharing the PPT as well. Okay. So in this comparison, comparing cloud environments for Azure text analysis, we will be having directly text analysis service. In AWS, it will be having Comprehend. So Azure OpenAI, Bedrock. So cognitive search, Azure in AWS, it is Kendra or OpenSearch. So in AWS, sorry, Azure, it is a blob storage. In AWS, it is S3 bucket. So for serverless functions, you need to have functions, Azure functions. In AWS, it is Lambda. So Key Vault in Azure and the Secret Manager in AWS. So for same kind of operation, two different type of services will be there. Okay, so all these things you need to remember. So while implementing only, you can get this get this one directly. So let's go to some demo. Actually, I created this one yesterday for this implementation only. I created this one. So I think it's a very complex thing for you all to understand right in the moment. Please don't worry about that one. So just try to understand in the general manner. There is a website. This website can be handled both on web browser as an a web application, in your mobile phone as a mobile application. So for web application, it will be a React JS. For mobile application, it is React Native programming language. So React is the major programming language. For JS, for web, it will be JS. For mobile, it will be native. Okay. Here, you will be creating some kind of deployment methods. So how the deployment methods will be, what is the purpose of deployment? How the deployment tools will be there? So as I mentioned earlier, API calls will be there, right? Get and post methods will be there. So these are the methods, get method, post method, and different for different operations, different kind of methods will be used in real time. How many of you aware of the word Docker? How many
Yes,
of
sir.
you have
Docker
CD.
and
We know,
container.
sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
containerization. That's great. So containerization, that means you are creating a bunch. You are creating a complete zipped file for deployment. This zip file will be directly deployed onto the cloud environment. So anything AWS or Azure, you can directly zip that file and you can create as a bundle and you can directly deploy on your cloud environment. So I will be showing that one now. Okay. So if you observe here, you have a Docker file. In this Docker file, you will be creating some kind of instructions. Okay, so from where you need to deploy this one, React front end, and what is the working directory app? App is the working directory, and what are the dependencies you need to install, and from where you need to copy the source code, and what is the build the application using a node packet manager. NPM means node packet manager. Okay, so Nginx is the running platform. So you might be getting some kind of confusion, no problem in that one. Nginx is kind of some kind of a building mechanism for this NPM. Okay, so it will be running background for this web application. So if you observe this Docker Compose YAML file, you will be having all these kind of prerequisites. So what kind of database you will be using? PostgreSQL, and what is the volume, and what is the network schema and port number of that specific database. And now, if it is AWS, if it will be Redis, that means data storage, some kind of thing. Backend API calls. So in this Docker file, you will be giving this database name, Redis file name. See here the key, secret key, that key vault key. So what is the environment, development environment? So all these things, see, all these things are key values are the structure will be the common thing in the Docker file. The values will be changed according to your application requirements. The same pattern will be there for every Docker file, and few more might be adding according to the requirement, but the structure will be the same thing. So based on this structure, the deployments will be there. And if you observe here also, there will be some kind of environment related information. So based on that environment related information only, we will be enhancing this implementation. So if you see here, environment. So in this environment, database URL will be given, and the Redis cache related URL will be given, and the secret keys will be given, and the debug environment data and allowed host and everything. Some kind of required information based on the deployments will be provided. So for example, I'm using my local machine, right? Why should I use all these deployments? If you observe, Redis localhost 6379 is the host name. So where is this one? Docker file, environment, Nginx, Docker file. Yes. Okay, some kind of. Previously, we have seen that one, right? For example, this is the, just a moment. Yeah. For example, this is the application which we generated. So you will be having this localhost port number, right? So as we all worked on Apache, Apache is the localhost. So further, the same kind of pattern will be there. So when you are deploying on your local machine, you can directly mention your localhost name. If you are deploying on the platform, cloud platform, AWS or Azure platform, you can directly give that specific patterns like what is the host name and everything. So that will be the URL over there. Secret keys will be according to your cloud environment. So like this, you need to create one sort of application according to your requirement, and you need to deploy directly. So here also I can directly use the AWS, so Azure subscription to directly deploy this application onto the Azure platform. So like this, we can work on this one. Clear? Clear, right? Up to this point. Some confusions will be there, but
Sir.
if you have any doubts, you can directly ping me. Okay, no problem in that one. So any doubts till now?
No, sir.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes, sir. Your voice is clear.
Uh,
Sir,
Yes, sir.
kindly share this code sheets with us, sir.
Code files.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure, sure. I will share. I will share. I need to remove that environment variable. I will, after removing that one, I will share. And this will be modified according to your environment. Okay, this is my environment. So I got this port according to the available port. So this will be changed according to your requirement. Okay. So how many of you having experience in GitHub Copilot?
No one.
No one. Okay. How many are, I mean, everyone are in the call with their laptop only, right? With their laptop only?
No,
Most of
sir.
us, sir.
Some of us are with the mobiles.
Okay. Okay. Who are in the laptop, who are connecting with in this call with the laptop, just follow my instructions, okay? Go to GitHub, create an account for yourself. Okay, I have an account. Create your account. So note it down, take a note of each and every step which I am telling right now. From here onwards, create a GitHub repo. So you can create your GitHub repo on your own, right? Should I explain that flow as well? Should I explain that one as well, or can you guys create?
No, no, sir.
You can do that,
And then,
sir.
sir.
You guys can create, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So after creating the GitHub repo, and you need to install this VS Code. You need to install this VS Code. Okay. After installing this VS Code, I am opening a new window. Okay, for your reference, fresh window. Forget about the code patterns. Fresh window, and go to this extensions key. Okay. Go to extensions, search for GitHub Copilot. Okay, GitHub Copilot. You can see here, right? Already I have GitHub Copilot. So that's why it is showing disable or uninstall. I'm just keeping like that. You need to have GitHub Copilot. Okay. After clicking on install of GitHub Copilot, anyone doing parallelly? You can share your screen. I will explain. Okay, in cancer. Yeah, you will be getting the verification code. Okay, go with the verification. That's great. You successfully created your GitHub account. I think you already have the GitHub account. Yes, so that's great. Can you go to this VS Code? Do you have VS Code? Mohammed Sheikh Pasha. Yes, download VS Code. Yeah, download for Windows. See someone, Shweta Singh, ma'am. You raised the hand. So do you have any doubt? Okay, it's getting downloaded. Just wait for a while. No, no. It will. It's still not yet downloaded completely. Wait. Okay. Yeah, install, accept the agreement and install. Click on create a desktop build. Yeah, check all those things. Install. Yeah, finish. Uh, okay. Maximize this one, maximize your window. Okay, go to the fifth option, left side, extensions. Extensions, fifth option. Yeah, in the search, GitHub Copilot. No, 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 not there, not there, not there. Left side, left side, left side. You have this. Yeah, there only. Under extensions, you, yeah, GitHub Copilot. Yes, the first one. Wait for a while. Okay, now that's great. Um, Go to the first option, Explorer. Yeah. Yeah, see here in the left, in the right side, you got that GitHub Copilot activated. GitHub Copilot got activated. Okay, so go to that chat window. Describe what to build next. Click there. Type something. Create an LLM application with Python. Create an LLM application with Python to perform sentiment analysis. Yeah, click enter. Yeah, continue with GitHub. It it will ask you for sign in. Yeah, come here. Click continue. Give authentication. Open. Click on enable. Now wait. So it will start creating a project. It will ask.
GIF, BMP, JPEG, PNG. ಎಲ್ಲ full form elders.
So it will ask you for creating a folder. So once you create a folder, it will start working on creating the LLM. Yeah, click on allow. Click on keep. Hello. Yeah, keep. Hello. Like that, it will be working. Okay. Click on hello. Hello. Yes, sir. You can stop sharing. So I think, yeah, everyone got the idea, right? So this is how it will be working. So you need to create a GitHub account. Then you need to installed VS Code, and you need to have a Python installed in your machine. If you don't have Python, you can you can install VS Code first, then go to extensions, search for Python
நீ
as
என்ன பண்றியோ எனக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிரு முதல்ல.
so in the same way. So how sir searched for GitHub Copilot, you need to search for Python in that extensions, click on install. Python will be installed in your root environment. Then you can go for GitHub Copilot, search, install that one as well. Authorize your VS Code to access the GitHub account. So like that, GitHub Copilot will be working. Clear? So is that clear up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear for everyone? Any doubts? Any doubts till now? Maybe you will be having a lot of confusions. What are all these technologies? What are all these libraries? What's the pattern to understand or remember all these things? So if we keep on practicing only, we can keep on remembering all these patterns. So there is no other shortcut. So as AI is growing day by day, we can have this kind of leverage to learn also. So not only implementing, learning also, it will be helpful, a thing. So we in front of you only, I created one chat application for creating some kind of poetry or something like that. So like that, it will be there. So this is the basic one. It created the basic one. You need to use your coding skills and deployment skills and cloud skills to enhance that application. So it can help you, AI can help you up to one part. So from there, you can extend your versions. Okay. So last 5 minutes. So do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Hello.
Yes, sir, Mukesh sir. Yeah, tell me.
Actually, sir, how should we connect deep learning algorithms with the LLM and explainable AI?
Explainable. Yeah, that's a great question. If you are using LLM means that is not for prediction. It is kind of generation. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
you need to have both the traditional AML implementation as well as LLM implementation as a hybrid approach here. So the result you acquired from deep learning approach should be given as an input to the LLM. One approach like that. This is one sort of approach. Directly giving some kind of deep learning or combining deep learning with LLM without any kind of proper flow, it is not possible. It is not acceptable as well. First, you need to split the implementation traditional ML and deep learning. So machine learning, deep learning are the predictions. Okay. LLMs, some kind of generation, which is something a new content. Okay, from based on the already existing one. So you take the result of this deep learning and store it in some data store and create it as a knowledge base, give it as a knowledge base to the LLMs, then create an LLM application around that one. So it will be working in that ecosystem. Clear? Understood, sir? Sir, I think you're talking on mute.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Sir, input of the LLM is should be numerical data or text or image we can use for the LLM.
Sir, anything, any kind of data you use, it will be automatically converted into the its a specific numerical format, binary format.
Okay,
You
sir.
can give any data. For example, if you are giving images, also it will be converted into OCR, and similar conversions, embeddings will be there. If you are giving direct text, it will be converted into the embeddings again. So if it is a audio, video, or anything, any kind of multimedia data as well, it will be converted into the embeddings. Okay, converting to the
Okay.
embeddings is the common approach. So to
Okay.
convert to the embedding, based on the type of data, it will be different. If it is only text, text embedding, ADA2 model or large model, like this, different models will be there for embeddings. For images, OCR related multi-modal RAG will be there. Okay.
Okay.
Some kind
Okay.
of this kind of models will be the embedding models will be there. Anything can be given to the LLM. It will be converted into its respective format as well.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. If we guys observe this one in traditional machine learning and deep learning as well. So in, for example, classification model. In this classification model, you will be having a target variables or classes, right? You will be using one hot encoder or class encoder, like the different kind of libraries. So what is the purpose of that one? So if you are using one hot encoder, you have three classes. So for example, or two classes, yes or no, it will be 0 and 1. No means 0, will be 1, it will be converted. Okay, so that means it's a kind of transformation in your machine learning. In the same manner, we'll be performing embedding in these LLM implementations, the same kind of transformations. Any other doubts? Yeah, Gemini, they just dropped one, what we call, yeah, I will show that one also.
Nano banana.
Not only that one, Gemini just launched Google, what we call it is AI tool. Just now, I mean, today only this got created. Just a moment. Google. Oh, Pomili. Oh, Pomili. Google Pomili, I guess. Google Pomili. So Google Pomeli is one of the application. Actually, this is not available in India. Just don't worry. Just click on, yeah. So Google Pomeli's work is if you have any website, for example, you have a website like this API. You click on, you select this URL, paste it in Pomeli. It will create some kind of marketing templates and videos for that specific website. So it will be working perfectly for startup guys. So startup companies won't have that much budget to create marketing templates and videos, marketing, right? So Pomeli will be helpful for that one. Even Google created one more application. Uh, I'm not getting the name actually. Sorry, not Pomeli. Google some other thing. Yesterday only I searched that one. I forgot that name. Okay, let's see some other time. I will explain. I will text in the chat only. No problem in that one. This is the way it will be working. So any other doubts? Any other doubts?
So,
Yeah.
uh, if you don't mind, can I connect with you later regarding my project, which I was talking regarding that Google Cloud for energy conservation?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Okay, no problem. I gave my LinkedIn profile link in this chat window.
Okay.
You can search for that one. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. No problem. Any other questions?
Sir, can you give us any PPTs in this session?
Yeah, I will be sharing the PPTs with.
You went mute.
Yeah, someone muted me. Okay, sorry. I will be sharing with the organization team, or maybe ma'am, Alekia ma'am, or Kanyakumari ma'am. Actually have my PPTs I shared with her. So ma'am will share with you guys, okay? With you all in the chat window.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Any other query? Yeah, thank you so much for each and everyone. I think everyone like this session. So if you have any doubts, you can connect with me in person. No problem in that one. I will be helping you guys. No problem in that one. Actually, this session has to be on Thursday. So for my other commitments, unexpected commitments in my office, so I won't be available on Thursday. So that's why it got preponed. Thanks, organizers, for quick understanding and help in this one.
Very good session, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mukesh, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for delivering such an insightful and enriching session today. So, on behalf of our institution and all the participants, we express our heartful appreciation to you, sir.
Thank you.
So, and also, we are very thankful to you for your availability even after the session. We'll make use of the opportunity and we'll reach you out for any other further doubts and clarifications, sir.
Sure,
And
no problem.
thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank
I
you, ma'am.
also
Thank you.
thank all the participants for your active involvement and attention throughout the session. Thank you, one and all. So, if you have any other doubts, you can.
I think in the group, you can see my number. Otherwise, you can connect with me in LinkedIn. No problem in that one.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Should I stay or leave?
Yes, sir. You may leave. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, sir. So, I request all the participants to please fill the feedback link. So, that is having the feedback for first day as well as the second day. So, you can fill the form and you can submit there. And it will be considered as the attendance also. If you have any other doubts, you may ask here.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's the feedback link, ma'am?
We have already shared with you here.
In chat box, ma'am.
In the chat box, ma'am. It is there in the chat box.
Okay. but I couldn't find this one. That is what I'm quite lagging, you know.
Ma'am, it is not there.
Okay, you
It's not
can check it
finding. I
out
have
there, ma'am.
Ma'am,
So
in chat box we have only two link, not link actually. That is terms, features like that only, madam. I couldn't find any link for feedback here.
okay, fine. I'll share now once again. So please fill it now, ma'am. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Madam, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, due to some heavy work in the college, I have joined late, ma'am. Is there any consideration? I have logged in late. My work is
Um,
going on my college. That's fine.
okay. So, sir, please fill the feedback form. So, if it is possible, we may consider it, sir.
Yesterday I have attended full session, but
Okay.
today
Okay,
due to
fine, sir.
some
Please fill the feedback form. It is actually available here, where the first day feedback is also present in the same link itself.
only one link I have.
In the same link, we have the feedback for the first day also, sir, as we have not shared the link yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, could you please share the link in group, WhatsApp group? Because I have only two notifications here, but there is no link. That's why I'm asking again.
No, no, ma'am. Actually, the link is shared here only. We will not be sharing the link in the WhatsApp group. So sorry for that.
Fine, but I couldn't find that link. That is what I'm asking again and again. I have only two notifications, and that is also recording stopped. We say like Teams features like that only I'm receiving. How come I get that one?
Ma'am, here many of the other people are actually saying yes, we have filled the form. So please once look at the same thing once again. So you can check out there. So there you can see some others are also typing yes and check the chat box, please. And those who have filled the feedback link, you may leave the session. Thank you so much.
Ma'am,
Madam, have you
actually,
found the yeah?
no, Madam G. I couldn't get any link. That is what if is there any possibility to get it again? Because I have only two notifications. Shall I share you this screenshot?
Um,
Where I have to go and take that one, madam? That
Ma'am,
link.
just now I have shared the same link with you now.
Where? That is what I'm asking. Where I have to click and where I have to take that back?
Sorry.
Ma'am, I want actually. How come I say, ma'am? There are three dots, right? I'm clicking the dot and it's showing only people views and some emojis.
No, ma'am. Actually, the link is available for everyone. So if you click on that link, you will be finding there about
Yes,
the
that is
details
what
about
I'm asking. Where should I
yeah.
go and get that link? That is what I'm asking. Where
Here,
I have
here,
to.
yeah, okay, you are unable to find the chat box. Fine. Okay, I understood you. So
Uh,
please go near chat. You can find chat there. You can find a small emoji kind of thing. React raise people behind the beside that there is one thing that is chart. If you click on that, all the chart will be available there, ma'am. So there itself, I
I
have shared the link.
thumb now, right? Again, I'm
Sorry,
clicking the thumb.
not that thumb actually, ma'am. You need to check on the chart.
Okay, shall I give this one to somebody else so that only because I couldn't get again. I have
Oh,
attended for 2 days, but I didn't get that link. Just a minute.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Click on the screen. You please click on the screen. On the top, the name of the FDP will come. On the right side, you will see chat emoji. There, if you click on that, you get it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I got it now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Okay,
this
ma'am.
update.
Thank you. So
Only
thank
we
you,
need to
everyone.
fill only one form for day one and day two.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, thank you,
For
everyone.
day 1 and day 2, I will need to fill only one form.
Yes, sir. For day 1 and day 2, we have provided there itself.
கொஞ்சம் அரைச்சு கூட கருப்பு அரைக்கணுங்க வேண்டாம் சொல்லாது பயம் ஆகுதுல்ல மிக்ஸி எடு ஒரு சுத்தி சுத்தி துரு வேற ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு Yum. Yashota. College name info. Institute of Engineering. Department MBA. எல்லாத்துக்கும் எக்ஸலண்ட்டுங்களா டே 1 டே 2 chat box. Done. Yeah.
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Hello.